It is a very auspicious and a blissful occasion. For me, all the more, because on this Mahashivaratri, for the first time, all our Vatus from the Veda Patashala with their Acharyas have performed the entire Archana Puja by themselves. And I'm so very pleased and happy that here are my children who are taking the responsibility of continuing this parampara. And we don't have to call priests from outside to perform these pujas. Our children, our acharyas, our Veda Patshala is doing this on their own. It has given me immense joy. More than anything else, seeing these little young, upcoming children of the Veda Patshala chant so mellifluously, melodiously, and so correctly, with so much of Shraddha, so much of Bhakti. And therefore, that has touched my heart. And as Acharyas, you have taken great care to train them, teach them. It's just 2 years old Patshala. But you have done great effort. మీరు చేసిన శ్రమకి అంటే ప్రేమతో చేసిన ఈ సేవకి చాలా చాలా మీకు ఆశీర్వాదము. నాకు చాలా ఆనందము ఈ పిల్లల్ని చూసి వాళ్ళ ముఖ ద్వారా ఇదన్నీ విని వాళ్ళ చేతుల ద్వారా ఈ పూజలన్నీ చేసిన వల్ల నాకు చాలా ఆనందం కలిగింది. అది నాకు ముఖ్యమైన ఈ శివరాత్రిలో విశేషం ఏంటంటే ఇది విశేషమని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను. We all sing Nadavu Priyalla, Vedavu Priyalla, Bhakti Priya Nama Kudala Sangama Deva. He is not fond of Nada and Veda, but he is more fond of Bhakti. Any Nada, that is the song that you have sung, Vedas that have been chanted, unless there is Bhakti in it, it is not going to reach the Lord. And because of your Bhakti in your puja, in the songs that you have sung, in the mantras that you have chanted, the puja that you have performed, I continuously had the darshan of both Parvati and Parameshwara seated in this place very much, blessing everybody. All the time I was watching them on the balcony. Both Mother Parvati in a very beautiful pink rose-like sari and the Parameshwara in Gaja Charmam, sitting there, both of them blessing all through the function. And that is the proof that all our puja has reached them. Not because of our pandityam, not because of our capabilities, not because of our intelligence, only because of our bhakti. Doing with bhakti, doing with shraddha is the only way to do all these pujas. And I'm very pleased, I'm very happy with this morning pujas. Shiva is not some individual, though there is a Saguna Sakara Rupa to him as Shankara. Or Shakti also has a Saguna Sakara Rupa as Parvati. But truly they are formless and nameless. Very consciousness, which is the substratum of this entire creation. And children, when they were singing Brahmagyanam, Valimala, they were chanting Shivoham, Shivoham. In these young minds, this idea that I am more than this body and mind, I am beyond these, I am the Shiva himself, I am that Brahman himself, I am that consciousness which is that indestructible without a beginning and end, which permeates and pervades everything. That is what I am. When I hear this from these young lips, it fills me with great thrill and joy. I do not know how much they understand of it right now, but I am sure the seeds have been sown. And in the course of time, sometime they will understand the value of what they are chanting and singing. No other culture has declared that Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. Only Indian culture. All other cultures, either you are a saint or a sinner, you will go to heaven or a hell. These kind of categorization and classifications have been done. No culture has dared to say that you are none other than that divine, Shivosmaham. Nobody has said this. Equating man with God, no other culture other than Sanatana Dharma has done this. And we are the children of this mother called Vedas. Veda Mata, Putraha, Putrihi. We are the children of this Sanatana Dharma. We have to keep up this idea that everything is Shivam, everything is Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, in everything that you see. I saw those birds which were all the time playing around over here as if they have come from elsewhere, wanting to attend these pujas. Even then also, the male in them seems like Shiva, the female bird seems like Parvati. Parvati Parameshwara. The whole creation is the dance of Parvati and Parameshwara. So beautiful. If you see it from that point of view, everything becomes divine. In sadness also it's divine. In happiness also it is divine. In every situation, there is only divinity and nothing else. And that is the vision we must develop on this Shivaratri. That vision to see that oneness, the divinity in all situations, at all places, in all people, in all things. Seeing that oneness is the essence of our spirituality. And why Shivaratri is important? Because Shiva Tattvam represents that oneness. Shiva Tattvam represents that consciousness, the very substratum, the basis of all existence. This is not male, it is not female, it is not young, old, it is not Indian or Australian or American, it is one. And that idea unites us all. So while we always are bound by the idea of I and mine and they and theirs, on Shivaratri, put efforts to transcend that idea and see that one consciousness that animates, that mechanizes, that orchestrates the entire creation. That is Shivam. That is auspiciousness. And why it is called Shivam? Because once you realize everything is one and the same, you will become good towards everybody. The G-double-O-D, good. G-O-D is God. Shankaraya cha Mashkaya cha Shamkara. Shamkaroti iti Shankara. The one who does good to everyone. That is Shankara. So who is Shankara? You are Shankara. You are Shamkari. Why? Because you are doing good to others. Doing good selflessly, unconditionally, in the purest way is divinity. There is nothing beyond that. Either you become divine, you will end up doing good to everyone. Or you start doing good to everyone, you will end up becoming divine. In the sense, you will realize that divinity. That's all is this Shivaratri's auspicious occasion reminding us that we all can experience that at all times, in all places. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam, the chanting. It's everywhere, that Isha, the real Lord, the Supreme King, the owner of this entire creation. It's everywhere, He's everywhere. Feeling it's not female or male. That's why I again and again remind you that you must contemplate on this idea of oneness. There is no other. This other is a big illusion. The moment we think other, all the problems in the world everywhere starts. Us versus them starts. But when you sing this way and when you think this way that everything is one, there is no other, immediately all differences disappear. It dissolves. And then we all become one in that feeling. And that feeling is Shiva feeling. That feeling is Shiva Tattvam. On this Shivaratri, we must try to transcend this narrow-mindedness of I and mine, narrow understanding of our existence as perishable bodies and fluctuating and fleeting minds and wavering emotions. We are beyond all these things to that steady state of existence, that consciousness, call it Brahman, call it Shivam, call it Narayana, whichever name. That is what we all are. And this is the message of Mahashivaratri. This is the message of every Ratri. But Mahashivaratri is to particularly make us all focus. See, this helps us, so many people together focusing on this idea makes that very powerful. Like the rays of the sun, when they pass through one lens, it gets concentrated. It has tremendous power to burn a piece of paper. But scattered rays, they don't achieve the same. Likewise, so many minds today, so many peoples today, all across the world are focusing, are concentrating and thinking and contemplating on this one idea that we are all one. That idea carries tremendous power. That alone is the solution to all the issues in the world and beyond. For the individual, for the societies, countries and the world, there is only one solution: to believe and experience and live in that oneness of Shiva Tattvam. And then all auspiciousness will happen everywhere, all good will happen everywhere. And that is what I want our children, our followers, our devotees to meditate upon, to contemplate upon. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. If you really, really believe you are that, you will experience that at all times. You don't have to put effort. Effortlessly you will experience that pure existence. So may you all utilize these wonderful opportunities to transcend the narrow feelings of I and mine, the narrow feelings of body and mind. And beyond that, see everything as that one continuum, continuous existence of Parabrahman, that Shiva Tattvam. In that oneness, let all auspiciousness happen to us all. For the medical college, they wanted the logo and the motto. And I picked it up from this Rudram. Mrityor Mukshiya Maamrutat. Let us transcend death of this body, mind, and this idea that we are perishable. Let us transcend that idea. Let us never forget that we are Amrita Tattva. We are that immortal self. Let us not forget that. That is what is Trayambakam Nijama. It is not about cure my leg pain, hand pain, back pain, all pains. People, when they fall sick, they start chanting Trayambakam mantra, thinking that by that they'll become all right. No, that is not that mantra. Mrityor Mukshiya. Rid me from this idea of death and birth. Rid me from this narrow and limited thinking as body and mind. Help me transcend this narrowness. That is all that mantra is about. But let me never forget my true existence as that immortal self that Shiva himself is. That is the prayer to Lord Shiva, who is the Nirguna Nirakara Parabrahma Swarupa, at the same time, for the sake of devotees, to guide them, to lead them, to show them the path and the goal, takes the Saguna Sakara form of Mahadeva. Mahadeva. Deva means senses, Diva, that which illumines. Through senses, the whole world is illumined. We see everything in the light of our senses, touch, taste, smell, all these. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, all these are experienced through senses. They are also called Devas. He is Mahadeva. He is beyond them. He is supreme, because unless that Mahadeva is there, all these Devas cannot work. Unless the supreme consciousness animates us all, we cannot see, hear, taste, smell and touch. Chakshusha, Chakshuha, Manaso, all that. So remember that Shiva Sattvam is that consciousness which is common to all of us. Even in Jada, in Chaitanya, that consciousness alone exists. That is our existence. That is our truth. This should get firmly established in our head. Even if you don't understand, keep telling yourself, Shivosmi, Ham Shivosmi. Keep telling till this becomes a reality for us. Even if you don't understand, keep telling yourself day in, day out. Then one day that reality will reveal itself because of your sincerity, Shraddha and Bhakti. May such a day come soon, or may night come soon. May everybody experience that oneness, live in that oneness. Let this become Kailasha, as children are singing. What is that? All these Ashtakam, if you chant, Shivalokam Pavapnoti, Shivena Sahamodate, they chant. If you chant all these and believe all these, you will end up in Shivaloka. There is no other Shivaloka. This is Shivaloka. Where there is good happening, that is Shivaloka. You are already in Shivaloka. You have to realize that you are in Shivaloka, that's all. And Shivena Sahamodate. Living with good people is Shivena Sahamodate. Enjoying the company of good people, enjoying the company of divinities, Shivena Sahamodate. So Shivaloka Mavapnoti, Shivena Sahamodate, it is happening here and now. It's only that we have to open our eyes and hearts to this idea. Do good all the time. Kuru Punya Mahoratram Smaranityamanityatam. That is the essence. Let us do all the good that we can do, remembering that we are all the same divine, experiencing that oneness. In that oneness, let us realize, let us enjoy, let our existence as that divinity. Let this thought pervade every cell of our body, every nerve, every vein. With that feeling, let us live every day, every night, not just on Mahashivaratri, but every single day and night should be Mahashivaratri for us. And with this prayer to Lord Shiva, who is very Surabha Prasanna, Bola Bandari. Whatever you ask, he grants it. If Bhasmasura goes and asks a boon, he grants them. And then thinks, what did I do? He grants everything. If you sincerely ask him, I seek nothing but you. I seek my existence as your existence. Let that be the boon on this Shivaratri we bestowed upon all of us. For many other reasons also, this Shivaratri is a special Shivaratri. Those who are here are truly fortunate, You have to congratulate yourself for whatever has happened, that you have landed here today. It is an important occasion. You will realize it in years to come. But it's a very happy day for me, very blissful day for me. It's Ananda Shivaratri. It is Ananda Mahashivaratri for me, because so much of joy these children, these archakas have given me, which I feel so happy about. That now our institutions, our children are taking charge and they will carry on this parampara. I don't have to worry about our future. These children will spread the message of our Sanatana Dharma to the whole world. This is my view, my understanding now, and I'm very glad about it. I'll come again in the evening, and we will have the Akhanda Bhajan program in the evening. Till then, blessings to everyone for Mahashivaratri.